2, 1.
Happy Monday and good afternoon.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. A little slow today because it's a Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah, and it's Columbus Day in your
Columbus
country.
Day in the U.S.
Is that a bank holiday in the U.S.?
It is. It's a federal holiday.
So you don't go to school today?
Well, I'm not in school.
Yeah, but like if you were in school, you wouldn't go to school today.
No, I think it's a federal holiday, so I think you have it off.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm Aneal Joshua.
I'm David Beebe, and this is the David and Aneal Show. We are here every Monday on Facebook Live and now YouTube.
Yes, you can catch our videos uploaded up on YouTube after. Drop a comment and subscribe to our channel by searching the David and Aneal Show.
So follow along there, subscribe, follow, like.
Do all the things that boost
Share,
engagement.
do
We
whatever
need that.
Yeah.
So those of you who are new to the show, we break the show down into 3 segments. The first being kind of a weekly catch up, what we've been up to. Our second segment is... Are you going to say it? I'm going to say it? Okay.
You're going to say it.
The second segment is kind of
slow.
our weekly topic. It's going to be kind of what you see in the header of this video. This week we were talking about the power of gratitude.
Yep. Power of gratitude.
Yes, and then we wrap up by doing kind of a trending topics, Pakula picks. Nina Pakula, one of our producers, usually gives us a topic. We go off on it, usually ends up in a debate in some way.
It's usually a millennial debate versus Gen X. Am I Gen X? Did we decide?
Yeah, you're Gen X.
Okay.
It's been decided.
There was some confusion last week's show what category I'm in. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the edge.
You're on the
right
edge.
on the border. So I'm actually I'm in this new category they call where you're stuck because you feel
You're stuck.
well, no, because you're in one, like you grew up kind of one way, but then you also experience a lot of the technology in the early days. So it's not like you're real old school, like 8-track player or cassette, even though I did do cassettes as a kid, but like then you also had iPads or iPods.
Well, that's because you're still alive as technology is advancing. It has to do with when you were born.
Wow.
If we were on Survivor Gen X versus Millennials, I would be on the Millennial tribe.
would
You'd
win.
be on the Gen X tribe. You might actually probably win. But anyway,
But before we have 3 acts, right? We talked
We
about
just
that.
went through
no,
the
I
3
know.
acts.
It's a little slow. All that turkey and my hair. Do you see that I did my hair?
Oh my God. Okay, we are just off to a rough start on our
No,
holiday.
it's a very good start. So normally I'm wearing a suit and everything, but because it's a holiday, I thought I'd look something like a turkey or a Thanksgiving outfit and
Yeah.
Canadian outfit all in one. So gobble.
I'm wearing a scarf because I did one of those
Yeah, what are you
ink
scarfing?
box
Yeah, what is
tattoos.
that?
Is it on this side?
Yeah, it's right there.
It was one of those ink boxes, temporary tattoos, and it's like you put it on like a temporary tattoo, and it got all messed up, and now I have to wear scarves every day for this week. So yay me! But anyway, what have we been up to? We did Buffer Festival.
Buffer Festival was last week here
Yes.
in Toronto. It was actually a really good show and really good event. And
Yeah.
It lasts for not a long time. It's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yeah, it's a
Nina
long
Pakula,
weekend.
our producer, she's the executive producer of that event, and Steph Senyati screened her film Bad Words, and
Woo-woo.
we had some good events and networking, and it was good times.
Yeah, Buffer takes a lot out of you. It's a
does.
YouTube festival, so everybody's like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Like so much energy. I feel like it was
Elevated
just
content, though.
So much. It was elevated content. You're right. And that weekend, I actually skipped a lot of Buffer because I went on a spiritual retreat.
That's right, you were with the goats,
I was with the baby goat,
like real goats.
So
What did you and the goats talk about?
Okay, so let me tell you about the goats. So shout out Katie Fenn, who did The Bachelor Canada, but she's more than that. She's a spiritual coach, life coach, does a lot of these retreats. So I went to this retreat, and did you know that goats, they react to your energy? So if you have a very grounded energy, they want to come play with you. But if you're like flustered or scared or have like negative energy, they don't want to play with you.
What happens if you have ungrounded?
Oh, well, I had very ungrounded, because I was like so excited. There was like 36 baby goats, so my energy is like wired. And at first they're like, this kid's a little too much. But as I grounded my energy, they actually came and they all wanted to cuddle with me. I almost brought one home.
No, we have enough. We have enough animals. We have a hairless cat
And we have a dog.
and little things.
And this year for Thanksgiving, we actually cooked the meal. So last year,
Oh boy,
this was a series of miscommunication. My mom had gotten a frozen turkey. I didn't know it was frozen. We were cooking. So last year we had frozen turkey.
No, it was you're supposed to unfreeze it or thaw it out if it's frozen like the night before.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was frozen the day of. So we had to unthaw it, and then cooking it was quite the journey. So this year we said we're going to get all the food. we're going to get the turkey, and we had a great Thanksgiving dinner.
It was really, really good.
The family, we made my mother's famous green bean casserole. Do we have any of that left? That sounds good. I want some.
Yeah, I think we brought some home.
So we had to call her and see how to make that. But anyways, we're going to get back into our show here.
Yeah, so now we're going to jump into kind of the main topic, which is gratitude and the power of gratitude, fitting for Canadian Thanksgiving. So
imagine that, a show right in line with the holiday.
I know, and you would think that this would be a strategic move. But anyway, so first off, let's talk about gratitude in the workplace.
Okay.
So when it comes to gratitude in the workplace, since you worked in more corporate environments, this was interesting to me. 65% of people in the workplace did not get recognized. Does that shock you?
No.
It does not shock you at all.
No.
Did you work in places where there was a lot of gratitude and you felt as though you were like adequately kind of like thanked for the work that you do?
I think it depends on what kind of environment you work in, right? So
yeah.
And look, anything starts from, I think, the top to the bottom down.
For sure,
in terms
yeah.
of environment, leadership, goals, just, And so what's interesting is that 2-3 people can work at the same company and have completely different experiences.
Yeah, that's true too.
And so when you look on places like Glassdoor, you read those, what people reviews, it's really about your immediate manager, essentially.
Yeah.
And then their manager who they report to, because that's going to set the tone for your group. So I think that's one thing to realize. You can't say one company is one way.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a larger company, maybe the smaller ones, yes, but you've got it's all about that person. And so if they're not, and that's where it ladders down, if they're not, expressing gratitude and thanks, then the people that are working for them and the people below them teams, they're most likely not going to ladder down.
Yeah.
So you see it all over the place. So I worked in groups where there was, I still worked in groups and for people where there wasn't, and you have to adapt. But I think it, goes back to the idea that we all want to be told, at a minimum, are we doing a good job or not?
Yeah.
Because people want. I think people authentically want to do a good job in their work. Maybe there are people that just hate their jobs and don't. If you're doing that, then you're going to hate everything else in life. So you find something that, at least, if you can't find what that you love to do yet, at least find something that's miserable.
No, don't find something that's miserable.
No, less miserable.
Oh, less miserable. I thought you said find something that's miserable.
No.
I was going to say no.
No, try to do something that's better. But
yeah.
And it goes back to your attitude as well. I mean, you
100%.
run into people all the time that whether traveling all the time into hotels, front desk people, maintenance people, housekeeping, right?
Yeah.
Or even people at restaurants, maybe, like people that are in that service business. There, you can tell right away if they like their job or not. They're really good at what they do, and so
yeah.
I've seen people that, regardless of the job they have such a positive attitude.
Yeah, and it trickles down. It's infectious.
Right, and there's this woman at the airport we traveled to. She was like TSA, and you can really tell with the TSA people.
Oh God, yeah, half of them are miserable.
Yeah, but like you meet the ones that are just so happy. They're just having a good time. So if you're going to be working, they take that advice, and so that's go back to the environment, I guess.
So it's just like the attitude you have in the workplace, really kind of just having a gracious, is it gracious? Gratitude? No, gratitude and grace are two different things. Gratuitous?
No.
Oh my God, we are the turkey's gone to our head. Anyway, expressing gratitude in the workplace, especially as a manager, just thanking your employees and taking the time, whether it's at a weekly staff meeting, whether it's just going up to them after kind of a project they put together, saying thank you. I worked in the student involvement office at Florida Atlantic University, and will say this. They always did a great job of expressing gratitude. Whether it's a Post-it note, a card, it's the little things that really do add up. Yeah,
it's those small things. And this is not, there's an argument also as well, like especially with millennials today, to get on my soapbox, is that they need to be told they're doing, everything they do is great. And I don't think that's necessarily true.
No.
Nobody wants to be told everything they're doing is great. Because if you're doing a shitty job, you should be told you're doing a shitty job.
Absolutely, yeah.
And if this isn't about, great work, replying to every single email or anything. It's what do they call this one? It's like the trophy generation, where they think they should get
participant trophy.
Yeah, participant trophy. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about communication of people are performing well.
Yeah.
And recognizing the work that they're doing, the value that they're putting in.
Yeah.
And again, those simple things, right? You don't have to thank everybody every time. I mean, look, at the end of the day, they're getting a paycheck.
Yeah, and when you do it every time, it kind of just like doesn't make it seem as authentic. Okay,
But you want to. The more that you put into that, they're recognizing them though, both privately and publicly, helps. And again, it just goes back to people wanting to feel recognized for the work, because people, especially people that are starting their career, they're putting in a lot of work. They work a lot of hours.
True.
For a lot less pay.
So express gratitude to your millennials.
This is expressing the gratitude, but also expressing, room for improvement and growth and that as well.
Yeah. One thing that was kind of interesting when we were kind of researching this topic of gratitude and how it just affects people's lives is we came across this study actually about that gratitude helps with resilience and makes you a more resilient person, whether in the workplace or as you tackle life. And what they did is that they kind of gave gratitude journals and did a study with gratitude with 9/11 family members, and those that participated in the study and did the gratitude journals and stuff turned out to be more resilient. And it's kind of interesting what it does like in this state of mental health and how people kind of just get like down in the dumps. Like just a simple act of gratitude can really just help you be more resilient to all that toxicity that's going on.
Yeah, well, that leads back to what we talked about before, was that social media, right?
Oh, God.
If everyone's seeing social media, everything that's great. And you just came back on social media.
Oh,
How was your break?
So I did a month break of social media, and I can't say I feel like a different person.
Which is great, because I didn't have to tag them at all.
Yeah, I mean, it was very interesting, though, to see some Instagram thoughts all over the social, but that is a conversation for later.
I'm
but
social.
I will say that being off of social media for that month kind of gives you the time to connect with yourself and realize that it's such a fake world. Haven't I been
it's
more
not fake, but everyone on social is living their best, and it's hot in the studio today. All these lights, and it's wow. All these light, see, I can't even talk. That's how hot it is.
It is really hot in here. But what I'm trying to say is that being off social media just gives you the time to refocus on what you want, what
Stop
matters
trying to look
to
at
you.
other people's lives and saying, I don't have that.
Yeah, it's so annoying, and social media just kind of forces you to do that. So I'm restricting my usage to like 15 minutes every 3 hours, and it's been great. It's nice to see the percentages on the iPhone, like my iBooks and my notes is like I'm more in
tracking
that.
the screen time.
Yeah, the screen time thing is interesting.
It's a cool new feature on the latest update on the Apple. Well, we're an Apple family.
And once again, we're not sitting here telling you that gratitude, expressing it in the workplace or even in like a school setting, just as for fun. It's scientifically proven that your employees will be more motivated. The students, when they did gratitude studies in high schools, got higher GPAs. So the studies all show that it just is a great thing to kind of help advance your life.
It's recognition as well.
Yeah.
And it's also, gratitude can come in different forms, right?
Yeah.
So gratitude can come in the form of taking the time to do something for your team, for your, thoughtful. So, for example, one of the things, when I at Marriott, my team there was about 150 people, and globally, and so that's a very large team.
Yeah,
and, traveling and keeping track of everything, and especially in a travel company, one of the things that I would try to do is just walk around and talk to people.
Oh, I thought you were just like, I would go for a little walk every day.
Is to walk around the office.
Oh, okay.
And just stop in and see different teams and say, hey, what are you working on? And I was doing is I wanted to see what they were working on and interested and hear feedback. That's a form of gratitude of appreciating what people are doing.
Because you're taking the time to connect with them.
It doesn't matter what level you are. Especially in a corporate environment, as you sort of work your way up, it is true, it gets more lonely at the top because you have less support groups as you work.
True, and more people are reporting to you.
Right, you're way up, so it can get lonely. Now in a smaller, company or entrepreneur, you tend to have more of that community team involvement.
Yeah.
So there is, but even then it's just more, and some people they're not comfortable giving thanks.
It is kind of awkward to get thanks to like public work.
And that's the other thing is learning how to actually
receive a compliment.
How do you receive a compliment? Because some people are giving them out. Some people they don't want to receive them, or they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So what do you say?
I hate taking compliments. I just say thank you and run away.
Why?
I don't know, it's just awkward. I would rather have my accolades speak for themselves, and I'm kind of like, as much as like you'd be like, you did a great job on the show today, okay, cool, like I want that to reflect in the numbers and the shares, and I'm a data-driven kind of accomplishment, but that's a different issue for a different day.
That's a different form of, that's not really gratitude.
That's not performance. That's performance, like performance management.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to another big topic when it comes to gratitude is sleep. How many hours of sleep do you get a night? You probably only get like 5 because you.
Well, it depends. So normally I like to get, ideally it would be, and it's hard for me to go to bed early because.
Yeah, but you've been working so much that I think that you only sleep for 5 hours. I get my full 8.
You don't get 8.
Yeah, because think about it. I get 8 because I go in and I've been waking up early and I change my sleep schedule.
No, I do like to go. Ideally, we have what's our bedtime show.
Yeah, we have a bedtime show.
It's actually really bad to watch TV while you're going to bed, but
really?
Yeah.
That's the only way I fall asleep.
So 11 to 12, wake up by 7, 8, 6 sometimes. But ideally, if everything was perfect, I would get up. I get up early anyway. I like getting up early. Yeah. So like 6:30.
But the reason why I'm asking you this is because we've been doing our gratitude journals, the 5-minute journal.
Yeah.
We've been in our gratitude journal and asked you, today I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
And by doing this every night before sleep, once again, back to the science, back to the data, you sleep better and you're well rested to tackle the day and tackle your life. So get a simple notebook, can be just as simple as this.
Well, the one that you have has the little things and tells you what to do, like what am I thankful for.
That's like a $30 book at Indigo. You can just go get a dollar store book and just every day take the moment to write, I am grateful for blank, and it's going to help you sleep better.
But also how you're going to like kick ass, or what not just what you're grateful for, but who you are, you want to be like.
Because it asks you to be like, today I am blank, and then you kind of give a daily affirmation.
That sets your affirmation as well in the morning and sets the tone.
Yeah, 100%.
And then you do the meditation stuff in the morning. So that morning really sets the tone for everything.
Yeah. So basically, we do a gratitude journal at night, and then every morning we've been doing a meditation guided by Deepak Chopra and Oprah. If you haven't checked that out, that is so great and is really helpful. Like, I'm just speaking on my behalf. The gratitude journal and the meditation and off social media for a month. Yeah. I'm a brand new bitch. I feel like my mental health has like been repaired. Have you seen changes?
Yeah, of course. It's like you've got better energy, you respond better. I think that's what you're talking about. You respond better to situations that before would have completely stressed you out. They would have been, oh my God, and the house is burning down. And sometimes you would scream before.
I have a flair for the dramatics. A flair.
A flair. You have a fucking firecracker. 4th of July.
But it's been like so much better.
The tiniest thing will happen, and I'll be like, oh my God. I'll be like, what's going on?
Yeah, I know. It was not cute. It was not a cute look.
It's more of a controlled expression of energy.
Yeah, and it's because I feel very grounded and very...
also more positive outlook on life.
Yeah.
And more structure to it.
It's nuts. This is another fun fact that we kind of looked up to. Marriages that lasted 25 years plus, it's because they expressed gratitude to their partner. It was one of the most important factors, the study said. So let's do an exercise.
Oh, I'm surprised. I don't know about this. Okay.
This is a fun exercise.
This is live.
What are you grateful for me? And I'll start. So I'm grateful that you took the time to cook Thanksgiving dinner for me and my family. That was very cute. Oh. And I'm grateful for kind of the motivation. I did not want to be in the studio today because I'm like, it's a holiday. I want to sleep.
We're here every single Monday. Even when we go to Berlin next 3 weeks. Yeah. Oh my God.
You're interrupting my gratitude moment. So I'm grateful that you kind of pushed me and motivated me to get here and do the show. So yeah, that's my moment of gratitude.
2 viewers, my mother and aunt and your mom. We have 3 viewers.
We have 3 viewers live right now. So anyway, that's why I'm expressing gratitude, and this is going to make our relationship last 25 years. Okay, your turn.
Oh, my turn. 25 years, that's it?
No, it says 25 years plus gratitude is the most important. Gratitude is an important factor to how they lasted for 25 years.
Is it gratitude or what I'm thankful for because it's Thanksgiving?
Well, you can do both, but anything that you say nice about me will be nice.
Oh, well, I would say that I'm actually grateful that you've spent, one thing, the past month taking the time to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Off social media and bringing new things, like new routines into the house of, the journal, the meditation thing that you found, all that. Like, that's been very helpful, I think.
Okay, we don't want to cry on air.
On air. and something as simple as even the dinner that we cooked.
Yeah.
And also, we talked about this with your family at Thanksgiving. Is thankful for you and your family, and and all of that, and spending time with them, and they let me into the family. And
I know you're the token white man.
You think he has a flair for the dramatics? Oh, all of them in the room together.
I got it from my mama. Okay, so let's just go through simple ways that people can express gratitude really quick. How about right now you send a gratitude text? While you're watching this video, you pull up your phone and send a gratitude text to your mama, to your dad, to your best friend in college.
Just say you're thinking about them, something small.
Yeah, it could just be so simple. I'm thinking about you. I hope you had a great day.
It doesn't need to be anything that's like specific.
Yeah, don't go all up Shakespeare in the text.
Yeah,
just
you
write
don't
a
need to get
simple
crazy
line.
and it's like, whoa. But if you want to, that's fine too. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. But just, something you don't overthink it. Because sometimes when people say you have to express gratitude, they're like, oh,
it's daunting.
It's a burden. I gotta and it's not that hard. It's just literally thinking, what am I thankful for? As simple as the air that you're breathing.
Yeah.
If you're in China or somewhere else, that's not as good. But you get my point. Like, I mean, every day of living and life. Look, life is hard, and we all change. And everyone says it, but it really is. It's like it's another opportunity, and you're always. Regardless of if you have all the money in the world, every day you're going to face challenges.
Yeah, there's ups and downs.
Now having money, of course, makes things easier, but you deal with a bunch of other stuff too, so you all face challenges. And that's why I think it goes back. People just want to be, heard, and they want to be told what they're doing well and happy. And, and that's part of, I think, human sort of communication in nature is to express gratitude. And I think part of that probably behavior and natural, to do that was social media helped kill that. But one thing just made me think of one thing you used to do. We were the Red Letter Project, which was expressing gratitude and calling people on the spot.
I know, I want to do that again.
So you want to tell us about that, the Red Letter Project.
So the Red Letter Project was kind of an initiative started by the Sky at Full Sail, which is an Orlando kind of university that studies kind of media and all that stuff. Anyway, I kind of brought it to my university, Florida Atlantic University, and we're the Owls Go Owls, so we called it the Owl Letter Project. And basically it was kind of facilitating this workshop at conferences that essentially expressed gratitude. So we would challenge students to write a letter to a loved one, and then I would call a student up to the front of the room and call that parent. And we have seen these all-star frat boys call their moms and cry, and it's just been such a humbling, happy moment. It just it makes me so happy. I want to do that shit again.
You did a couple here at our house, and you had a group of people.
I want to start doing it more because it really did make people happy.
Yeah, I got people around, got them talking about it, so you should do more.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know what? This is my commitment. I'm saying it live on air. I'm going to be doing a Strengths and Sangria gratitude kind of end of summer.
Strengths and Sangria is what it's called. So Strengths and then Sangria. I make the Sangria.
You do make the Sangria. Here is another thought that I want you guys to take away with in terms of like action. So when I used to wake up every day, I used to be like, oh my God, another day. And now I flipped my thought to one, I am thankful to be alive and awake and waking up in this bed that I do get to wake up with. And instead of being like, oh, today's gonna be another shitty day, I just like, I'm ready to tackle whatever today throws at me.
And you have to be. But you have to be able to do that, you have to start your day off and change your perception. That's what you spent the past month doing, is working on yourself to have that, because it is a behavior change. It is a change in just how you approach and how you mindset and everything else. And one of the things that we talked about earlier that I actually expressed to you was the idea of, and I do this too, but when I do, I catch myself doing it. I say, instead of I have to, it's like I get to.
Yes, I do like that you say that a lot.
So like I've got presentations, I've got a keynote speech I'm doing this week, and it's like I say I have to finish the presentation, which I actually have to do tonight because.
But you get to do it
tonight. But you get to, and it's true. You get to. It's part of what I do as a speaker, and I get the opportunity. You're getting paid to show up and. You
got to put on the show.
Put on the show. So anyway, think about that. Anytime you catch yourself saying "I have to," say that I get to.
Yeah.
Because it truly is a blessing to get to do something.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Even if it's painful, he's had to do some painful stuff the past couple of weeks. That I wouldn't even want to do.
It's been really, really tough, and I mean, it came through on the positive end, and I'm very happy that I went through this kind of month of just like self-help and treatment and taking care of myself, and I feel so much better.
So that wraps up
that kind of wraps up the gratitude topic in the workplace, personal things that you can kind of take away and do.
Gratitude in the workplace, but also gratitude to yourself, to your friends, to your family.
Yeah, and then maybe we should express gratitude to you. Thank you for watching and taking the time. Yeah. We do love it.
We know you don't have to.
How are we doing on time?
We got to wrap up
Already?
Yeah, so wrap up. We don't have Pecula picks this week because it is a holiday and Ina Pecula is with her family.
Yes, so we are going to wrap up. We will be in Berlin. So I'm super excited. We're going to be in Berlin a couple of weeks, and we're going to be doing kind of the kickoff for the conference.
At the Native Advertising Institute.
Yeah, we're going to be like the morning show.
We're on day 2 of the conference, so we're going to be doing it live from there. I don't know what time it'll be, wherever you are watching in the world, but it's in the morning there, so it'll be live and it'll be on VOD, and we're going to do a live show. We're going to have guests as well. We're going to do a little bit different.
Yeah, it's going to spice it up.
So it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to spice up, as they say in the internet land.
Yes, in the internet land. So, reminder, if you haven't done so already, please go on our Facebook and like our page. It's the David and Aneal Show. If you're an avid YouTuber, please search the David and Aneal Show. Like, subscribe, do all the little things, comment.
Share it, love it, hate it, I don't care. Just interact with it. Engagement, what's
exactly.
Well, I do care, actually.
Yeah, we do care.
Yeah, we do.
But we are signing out. I'm Aneal Joshua.
David Beebe, and we will see you next week on the David and Aneal Show. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye, guys.